Good afternoon. This is 11 News. Wednesday, May 16th. Weather in the Radamanthus Authority is fair. It is 24 degrees centigrade, 56% humidity. Continuing yesterday's placid highs, the day promises to be pleasant. Today's news will be delivered by me, Sienna Morgan, with additional analysis by our political correspondent, Barry Crowley.
Wait a minute.
Where's this? Whoa. What's all this supposed to be?
What is this place? Seriously?
I don't know. But it looks like there's a path at least.
Then let's follow it. No point in hanging around here.
Be careful. Place as strange as this, anything at all could happen.
Small note, I can't switch to any other character. Juxtapositions are... This feels so weird.
Yeah. Doesn't look like a colony building. Doesn't look like an all-rest building.
Dude, this isn't even Xenoblade.
No, this is reality.
And
This
also...
is trippy stuff.
Also, those names that were said on the radio.
Radamanthus, that's Klaus's beanstalk, I think. I think that is it right there, the beanstalk. Yeah.
That's... What were we saying last episode?
Get more context on Klaus, and guess what? We might just about do that.
This has been called the Klaus Saga. I'm sorry, I just need to take in to see all the sights and sounds here because...
Yeah, this looks more like Xenoblade X stuff.
Yeah, like the residential area in LA.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like plodding on, but this is so weird.
Yeah.
But as we mentioned, or as the game mentioned, this is Origin. Couldn't pick a better name.
Mortha. That's probably Mortha.
Pretty. I've never seen anything like this.
Wow, those towers. It's like they're all sparkling.
And that enormous one. It's so huge. Bigger than a castle.
Shulk. This what I think it is.
Yeah. The source of us all. Zanza. No. Klaus's world.
Before the fall.
What was that about the world? Before mine and Rex's worlds came to be, everything was one. And this is that place.
What you said at the base about the two worlds before they came together. This was even further back than those ones. The lad's got brawn and brains. I'm impressed. So what? We've travelled back into the past then?
No, not really. This is Origin's memory stage. We were directly underneath it.
Yeah. I think we're probably inside of it now.
Meaning, we're inside someone's memories?
Of all the people who could remember this era, only one's left.
Alpha, eh? But what's the point of him showing us all this? Is it really Alpha that's doing this? Or is it... Piano. This melody. Huh? I can hear piano from up ahead.
I'm just gonna say it now. I do apologize if we take our time in going through this area, but I want to hear all this. So we're probably gonna be quiet unless something comes up. I just want to get it out there. Also, we're alone.
This is mind-blowing, dude.
Yeah.
Nael!
Huh? Matthew! Welcome! I was waiting for you.
Well, Barry, don't you think this weather we're having is just perfect?
Nael, how come you're...
It's such a wonderful place, isn't it? I've always dreamed of this. A place we could live together. A place to call home. And not just for you and me, but for everyone we know.
Every who? When did they...
Wait a minute. There are so many names going here.
Earth Life
I'm
Colonization
hungry.
Project.
Yeah, and those other names.
Project Exodus.
Okay.
That's Xenoblade X.
All right, wash your hands
Oh.
first and then make a line.
Wait,
Because today I've made something extra special.
Flare ships 9 to 13 in course.
Ninth vessel departing in July heralds a new generation of ultra-long-range colony ships, known officially as Philadelphia-class motherships.
Wait, I think that's flavor text in X, I
There's
think.
plenty to go around. Just let me know if you want
1.5
seconds.
million people,
Oh my god.
meaning that if all goes to plan, the project will send a total of 10 million people out into the great beyond. Now for our next
Look at that! The logo!
concerns the Saviorite human rights
The logo on the radio! That's Xenosaga!
Earlier
See?
we heard that
Isn't this great?
have petitioned
There's
against
no
the
room for
proposal.
woes or worries here.
And as the Justice Ministry
Nothing to
sets
ruin
a
our
special
happiness.
commission on human rights debates once more on its validity,
Out there,
the possibility that
there's a
the
world
proposal
like
may be
this
scrapped
waiting.
seems more and more
A place for
likely.
new lives to live as they please.
The proposed measure
Just
sparked
like
a lot of
this.
public debate.
Nael,
So many will
you
be watching
can't...
the government and the commission very
It was
closely.
promised to me. By him.
Him?
The person with the silver hair and kind eyes.
And indeed, that seems to be exactly what's happening right now.
He gave us this beautiful world.
And now, Dmitry
He
Yuriev,
said if we
council
simply
person
cast
from the
away the
Rhinos
old lives,
has issued a
Wait a
statement
minute.
concerning the matter at hand. Please stay
we
with
can
us.
set out unburdened and all this can be ours. You see? We don't need any of this old life.
Certainly, it's beautiful. If it could truly stay this way. Nael, don't you know what came after? Have you ever seen it? Weren't you ever curious? I think you suspect already how it changed, what became of this world, and how people have always been. Ambition leads to pride. Even when they'd been granted limitless freedom. Even having built the perfect world for themselves. Humans yet desired the beyond. And then, the world became the way it is now.
Bionis.
Lies! This is all lies! Don't think your ludicrous stories are going to change my mind.
that's what's becoming
Alpha.
Martha.
He made me an inviolable promise. He said this is what awaits us at the end of our road. He said we could make a world like this.
Oh, come off it. Really? You think that?
Of course I do. Everything that we were denied is right here for us.
It's obviously a scam. Wherever you go, it's the same. You leave them, it only ends one way.
Oh, so we should just let them keep killing each other. Killing to live. What a load of crap. Good riddance to anything those butchers want to save.
They're not things. They're lives. And yeah, I can't forgive Mobius either. Reaping lives like grain during harvest. But come on. What crimes have their victims ever committed? What did they do? They weren't given a single choice. They were just trying to make the most of each moment, like us.
Everyone you know died for that. Are you okay with that, Matthew?
Course I'm bloody not! Truth is, what you're talking of doing would make you exactly the same as Mobius. Exactly the same. If you build a new world on that foundation, it'll only end one way. Like this. This here. And this is the future you want? You see? Nael, the lives that you and I have. You know that's a possible future for all the soldiers, right? If it weren't for those guys, we wouldn't even be here. Don't lose sight of the real enemy. You know who it is. Mobius or Alpha. It doesn't matter what you call them. The real enemy is whoever threatens our lives. Whoever tries to rob us of our hopes and dreams. Let's build a future, Nael. The one our elders wanted. With our own hands. Come on. What do you say?
Matthew.
Nael!
Matthew!
What a farce. Your rhetoric is rife with falsehoods. I cannot stand such drivel.
Alpha.
I safeguard this world by removing what is time-worn. But it seems that you continue to contravene me. You spur these olden mortals to action.
I am your conscience.
Conscience? There is no place for it in the Trinity processor.
It's you there's no place for, Alpha. 'Cause Klaus, he entrusted the future to us. So he could atone for his past. He followed his conscience.
And he failed to realize that his conscience led him astray. An atavistic delusion. It is common among the old. Wholly unnecessary for all subsequent life.
I knew it. Of course that would be your vision of the world. As long as there's people like you, nothing's ever going to change. Casting off the old world and its people and just walking away.
You could not comprehend it, Matthew.
Turning around, going back, looking for a new way forward. Doing that time and again. That's how you build a future. Hey, but you're just an obsolete piece of scrap. So no wonder you don't get it.
You say I am obsolete?
Life is on our side. And since there's none in you, You're destined for the scrap heap!
Let's do this, Matthew. Time to bring things to an end.
I hear you. Wait for me, Niall.
Reeking of the original. We can go back. If we want to. But I'd say...
Alright, keep up!
take on the future.
This is similar to the Zanza theme, but like in a different tone.
Yes. We just want to live in a world
Nobody needs
without
this
you.
time-worn refuge.
Wait for me! I'll save you, I swear! Tough one!
Also, can I say, I'm really glad and surprised that that was his voice actor who makes his return.
Yeah.
Oh lord. Man, it feels so weird to have Shulk versus Elvis. But man, can we just go on to that lore dump that we just seen in that one cutscene?
Yeah.
Man, it makes me so freaking happy to see that.
Earth-life colonization project.
You know for a goddamn fact they put those subtitles at the top just so people like us would pay attention, because why else would you have a radio audibly clear in the background as well as subtitles? They wanted you to see that.
Yeah.
Now it makes me happy on two levels, because one, it is a level of detail that I can heavily appreciate, and two, it shows that Monolith acknowledges franchises long gone. Xenosaga and Xenoblade X, and who knows? I'm hoping that these things have an opportunity to come back. But either way, let's focus on this. Because man, just looking at Alvis's model right here. Yeah, sure, there's that big thing in the background. But he also seems to have a bit more of a demonic demeanor to him.
Yeah, he does.
He's got more fangs and all that jazz. Also, like, I'm making Alvis flip. That's funny as hell. You can topple me, buddy, but Rex still making his stand. If everyone's okay. No, no, no. Get Rex up. Please, get Rex up. Thank you. If this is the final fight, I want everyone on this. Rex is grown up, he knows what Clash is all about.
Careful! Crap! Now he's trying to suck Matthew in too.
He's found it. The trace of turmoil. That's still within him.
Discard the past. Let it all go, Matthew.
I won't!
What harm did your kind do? You have done nothing wrong. You simply strode forth towards the future. But the olden humans, they did not find value in it. You must have realized. This is not where you belong.
Stop!
Why make a martyr of yourself? Why be a stepping stone? For as long as the old is not excised, mankind has no future.
The old? You say?
It's in your hands, Matthew.
Gotta be kidding me. I'm nowhere near done yet. I'm not dying with so much left undone. I'm not done!
Matthew! Niall!
You again.
En, don't mistake me. I am one who lives in the now. My blade knows no regrets. I thought you'd say that. And that's why I can't afford to just take off. Hey.
Matthew.
Hey. You okay? Then let's seize it together. Our true future.
I'm sorry.
It's nothing. En, I've got a crap load of stuff I want to say to you. But right this instant, I'm glad we're both fighting on the same side. Am I right? There you go. Mr. Alpha, sir. You want to go so badly? Then pick up and go. This world, it belongs to us!
Regrettable, Matthew. I'd hoped that we could celebrate the day of departure together. But very well. It seems that I must forsake you. The olden ones, olden life, your olden notions.
That's Alpha for sure, man.
Yeah.
And can I say, I love the scene. It's with that scene of Matthew and En standing together. It kind of reminds me of something one Sieg von Gembel said. If you can't figure out something now, you leave it to the next generation. That's pretty much what they did. I love this, man. And I love the context of what Alpha/Falvis is. And you know what? I take back what I was thinking when this game first initially got released, revealed with Alvis being the antagonist. I was thinking like, oh, you know, it's the Fog King, you know, corruption or jazz. When actually, no. Really think about it, in the context of the original Xenoblade, it actually kind of makes sense. When Xander was defeated, Travis left the directive to Shulk. Like, what is the machine gonna do? Shulk's orders, no god, define the future. Walk towards the future.
Yeah. Alvis took that seriously.
Mobius has constantly said, well, say mostly said, we live in the endless now. Nothing changes, it's all a cycle, nothing changes at all. That goes against Alvis, or Alpha's, new orders from Shulk. So, what does a machine do? It troubleshoots. It finds a problem and tries to fix it. So really, much like a lot of Xenoblade games, there is no real antagonist here. At least not in this context. People from different perspectives. And of course we got vision mode, so we can't hit him at all, which kind of makes sense.
That new Monado, though.
Yeah. Lord Monado Buster. Buddy, I don't like that. There's something I want to say to that, if the game will let me. Can Shulk actually use the Monado, or is my luck just being completely unlucky at this point? Monado Wedge. Dude, there's so many Monado arts here. I'm gonna hazard a guess in saying I can't use the Monado because, you know, big Monado.
And it also makes me wonder on the same premise if A can use visions or not.
Well, I'll try it, but for now, let's smash the alpha bit by bit.
I was hoping to have N in our party so we could switch to him.
He'll probably be around in cutscene land.
Well, he is fighting alongside you.
Yeah, throwing out projectiles, you know, Link style.
Yeah.
While going higher.
Now you can use Buster.
There we go. I had to get it in at least once. That's the true Monado Buster in the same vein as Dunban. Last in the pass, Alpha? Hope so. And dude, I'm loving this remix of Xander's theme from the original. It's so badass. This entire expansion has been awesome. Everyone's looking pretty bad, so you know what? I'll switch things up to A, and I can grant a vision. You'll harm us no more, buddy. No. How can you still have visions? Seems familiar. What'd you say, Alpha, my boy? Dude, though, it's just so good to see this again. Also, wait, no, he cancelled out my vision. The countdown went away. Damn. So he can stop me in my tracks.
Although, to be honest, I was kind of hoping we would get to see a clash of the cores. Like, even if we don't get like Power or Myth or Glimmer has the cores, so, I don't know.
Well, you know,
that's just nitpicky.
The game's not over yet. There's still time.
Yeah, we thought we weren't going to hear anything about Klaus anymore, but look what happened.
No. Old generation. The machines. Let's do it.
At least the chain attack song's not playing.
Yeah, look, we get Nile in the party. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Sweet. I think we go all the way. Max out our TP and get things going. So, yeah, because Rex is barely holding on, so you know what? Yeah. Brother and sister working as one. You know what, Shulk? Let's do it. Also, I love this backdrop. I'm sorry. It is so cool.
We can't catch a break, can we?
Wait, what? What happened? Wait. I can interact? What?
Did it get soft locked?
No, because I can leave. Wait, was it because I used chain attack? Wait, do you feel like the Oh, I feel like I might know what happened.
What?
I'm assuming the final boss is meant to have a cut-off point in which you can't actually kill him. He gets to a certain level of HP and then something happens. A cutscene or just an instant death scenario. But because the chain attack multiplier might have gone over that threshold and actually killed him. That's the only thing I can imagine happened.
So we are soft locked in.
I can exit the area because of this. Guys, please, if you have encountered this bug, please let us know in the comments or whatever the hell. Because the only thing I can think of is leaving the area and possibly doing this fight again. I'm thinking of posting this and making this a highlight. Please do, because this is weird to me. Because I feel like something should be happening. Yeah, because he's not doing any arts.
Yeah, because the way the character spoke, it sounded as if they were killed.
I heard items drop. So, and I heard the chain attack smack ending. Yeah, I'm back. What just happened?
I'm glad we got that on recording.
Yes. Can I fight? Wait, what is going on? I can't fight! I can't interact with the boss anymore! The game's not giving me any prompt. My menu is gone! So I can't adjust anything. I feel like, yeah, return something or I'm not saving this. I feel like we've actually soft locked the game. Shy. I mean, we can reset it by all means going back to the previous save point, but yeah, this is weird. This is...
We really are trapped in the endless now.
We are, man. The game did not want to let go easy. Alpha decided to shut the whole system down when he meant the whole thing. I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what if this is like a Doki Doki Literature Club thing? Elvis has access to the game's files.
The game should be over. The game should be done. We should be hitting credits or at least the ending cutscene, but Jesus. I mean, I love seeing space. I love seeing everything about this guy. I mean, I can get a nice zoom in.
Oh.
Wait, what?
You have the UI? What?
Wait, what? He was still attacking.
Isn't he supposed to aggro you? I guess he doesn't aggro you.
No, I think he's attacking. No, he's doing damage to Glimmer. No, we're fine. Wait.
What the hell?
I couldn't attack. I swear to God, guys, I was mashing the targeting button non-stop during that.
Maybe you stepped into the exact right pixel that fixed everything.
What the flaming hell was that?
I probably wouldn't use a chain attack this time around.
Oh my God.
That was weird stuff.
I was up against him and I was mashing the targeting button. What?
Don't push yourself.
Alright, I guess we do default then, alright, sure.
Okay. That was weird stuff.
That was. Again, if you can make a highlight of this, I'd be happy to share and be like, dude, what the hell just happened?
I think I might do that.
Please.
That was weird.
I might even make a post about this asking, has anyone encountered this issue before? Because holy hell.
It'll
Man.
take me a while before I get to editing
Oh,
this.
that's fine. I might just grab a clip of this on my own time and just say, has anyone else soft-locked the final boss? Anyway, let's get quickly on with this. We'll cut to the end, and then we'll try not to break things in half.
The Endless Now does not want us to leave.
No, Xenoblade doesn't want it to leave. It will go out kicking and screaming and killing itself if it has to. Oh my god. Anyway, there goes Shulk. I'm gonna go for Rex, boy, because... Oh no, I'm not trusting Shulk with machines again.
Get some Numa action in there.
Yeah. Because when that beam of light hit, I was so sure that it was Numa or Ion.
I got pretty much Numa's sword, I think.
More or less. Rex being the attack critical boy. He's letting his enthusiasm get ahead of him when it comes to attacking, just like he was when he was younger. He's learned nothing from Gramps. It's so weird to have 7 people in the party again.
Yeah.
Back to the original, facing God. I'm launched, can't you tell? Now smash you. We're smashing the alpha, baby!
I love hearing the Minami Kyoto action in the background.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's also blocked our chain attack. You know what?
That's probably what happened.
Oh my god, you might be... No, wait. Wait. We've got to go back in the footage and see if that's the attack he chose last, because if that technically hit us while we were in the chain attack...
That broke things.
Ooh, Lord. Yeah, you can't use chain attack whilst we're using chain attack. I can't imagine that would be great. Again, I have no idea.
I can imagine we're not the only ones that experienced this.
I really hope not. I really hope not.
I'm sure we'll find some evidence on Reddit or something.
Well, either way. I'm fine. Yes, I know. I do realize I have Matthew. It's just Matthew attacking, but you know what? Shulk boy. You started this. And let's end it.
He's still standing? After all this? Cheers to old Klaus! His gifts just keep on giving! Damn it! If only those two were here!
Matthew, raise up your fists.
What?
I will grant you the sword's power. Transfer it to your fists of the end.
That light.
No way! Drive it in! Release the power of Ouroboros! Shut the hell up already! I ain't taking orders from you! Ah!
Matthew, your actions have made the future uncertain. Have you no regrets? Given a choice of this magnitude, surely there is doubt.
Oh, believe me, got 'em in spades. That's why we move forward. Always ahead. See ya. Alpha.
Right we are. Just one last thing then.
Yeah. You got it. Hey.
Alpha was, and I am, an avatar. The spirit of your world. Just like Alpha needed all of you. You and your world. You need me.
An avatar? What? It's no more. So someone else has to pick up the slack.
The annihilation events, they'll keep happening whether you like it or not. The world needs a bit of propping up.
Until the time comes. Yes.
Hold up a minute. Who's someone? And for how long?
Well, you work that part out.
Don't do this! You don't have to sacrifice yourselves!
It's not like that. We're helping.
And that's different how exactly?
Fundamentally. Glimmer. As long as you lot do your part to change this world, it'll all go back to normal.
And if we don't manage, then what? My lifetime. It's barely a blip.
If you don't, pass it on.
Huh?
Let someone else carry on your dream. That's how we've always rolled. Us lot.
It's not much, but we can offer you a gift. We can imbue you with our life, keep the wheels turning. That way, you'll be able to live out the rest of your lives. Enough time to do what you must.
No, but...
Oh, hey, don't get us wrong now. We're just
taking a breather. It's all right. We'll meet again. Trust me.
Teacher. Boss.
This is against the rules. You know this.
Don't be a spoilsport now. If it was them, I don't think they'd even bat an eyelid at helping.
Admittedly. Well, I suppose you have earned it. Very well then. I didn't see or hear anything.
Thanks a lot, Alvis.
Then, it's all up to you now. With us taking the role of the Avatar, Zed may well seize upon it to gain power. What we did, and all that concerns Origin, will become but a dim memory. Nevertheless, our intentions will live on, and one day coalesce again. Be it tomorrow, or in 1,000 years. Surely, the time will eventually come. I can see it, clear as day.
Our future is in your hands.
We'll be waiting, at the far edge of time. You actually did see it coming, didn't you? All that's happened.
Right. And all that will.
The only thing I see is what the flow encompasses. But your hope lives on. That much is certain.
Righty-ho. Want to get back to it then?
I highly doubt you have the strength left.
Same goes for you.
Mobius will never change. In any way. Forever transfixed. They will guard the endless now to the last.
Including you.
Naturally.
Well then, we'll be busy.
What if you cannot make it happen? Your lives are pitifully short.
We went over this. You got wax in your ears. If I can't, someone else will, down the line. Who knows? Maybe it'll even be you.
Friend fail yet again. Did Riku not say? Should not use so much noise bite.
What? You said to throw in a bunch of them. You told me.
Riku did not. Nickel must have poor hearing.
Honest to Spark. You still going at it?
What do you mean still? It has to be done. We're powering up the Ouroboros stone. Just about done with it now. We've accumulated all this data. Now if we could only encode it in the operative photon wave frequency.
If you get it to work, we'll be able to deploy that power whenever we feel like it, right?
Right. I'll admit the photons have limited capacity, so we won't be able to empower quite that many people all in one go.
Oh, more importantly, you don't want to be late. The send-off?
Oh, that's right. I better get moving.
Take care, all right? You sure you're gonna be fine alone?
Ah, yeah. It'll be a relief, if anything.
Well, someone's full of himself.
Matthew, thank you for everything.
Ah, and thanks right back at you. Also, while I'm gone, keep an eye on the city, eh? Nael, Nickel, Glimmer, Panacea, Linka. Oh, and you, Riku.
Why Riku lost?
Once I found us some friends, I'll come home again.
Get back safe.
Sure. Alrighty. Time to start rebuilding the world. Matthew Van Damme is out of here!
You're standing
Oh, Monado. That was Future Redeemed, dude. Oh, don't! We can have a clip show of all the past Xenoblade games. Oh, you son of a beep!
And we'll be able to finally see who sings this song.
Yeah.
Is it John Hogg?
Until you open it, you cannot know. Afraid to see what could be on the other side.
Do you want to just listen to the credit scene while we do this, or do you want to talk over it?
We could listen to it.
Cool. Give me time to stop blubbering like a goddamn baby. Oh, God.
I've seen that look before. The stare of your fearful looking eyes. That quiet voice inside. What do you hear? Will you give up and stay where you belong? Afraid your time, it just might take too long. And you won't know unless we keep on trying.
Joanne Hogg, yes it is. It's her. It's the Xenogears singer.
Oh, they had to have Easter eggs down to the last painting.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad they included the lyrics in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Xenosaga right there.
That looks oddly familiar.
I see you by the door, so just walk through. Don't take too long, 'cause everything you've said, you'll find it there. In our future.
And there we go. That's it. That's it. New challenges because, you know, it's what happened with Future Connected. You can have Nile as a party member. Swap things out, levels, sweet. All that jazz. Right. Gameplay will stop now at this point. This will just be a discussion.
So, from what I'm getting, Alvis put Rex and Shulk in stasis?
It's either that or they might become the Trinity processor of this world. Shulk, Rex, and possibly Alvis. Who knows? Of course, left it to the next generation. Of course, we know what happens then. Matthew, I feel like, was a constant highlight for me.
Yeah.
Both in gameplay and in narrative. And the fact that it's him and... man. So freaking good, man. Okay, so I feel like we should discuss the game first, the expansion, and then talk about the overall stuff afterwards. Does that sound good? So, do you want to take your take first? Sure, shoot. By all means.
It was short and sweet, and man, the last few cutscenes just blew me away. It's like Earth Life Colonization Project, and oh god. I don't even know where to dissect all that.
I feel like it's something I would want to talk about, but that's for the overall stuff. So, yeah. How did you feel about the game, the setting, the tie-ins, and just the overall quality of the game?
Like I mentioned, it was short and sweet. I do like the completionist aspect of it.
For me, I feel like it encompassed a lot. Like, honestly, a lot. It showed how much Monolith has come regarding their game design philosophy. Narrative, user-friendly AI, fluidity of traversal, helping with exploratory elements, side quests, collectopedia stuff.
I really like the ether masks because it'll help us avoid missing chests and stuff.
Yeah. The integration of all of the combat mechanics, Ouroboros, visions, the system from Xenoblade 2 as a basis. It was all fantastic, man.
It's a love letter to the fans.
Yeah. Easter eggs up the wazoo. Yeah, I feel like it was a solid... it was a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I can describe Future Redeemed. It is a celebration of Xenoblade. And a freaking good send-off. And I talked about it at the very start of this Let's Play, but I'll continue on. This is the end of the trilogy. This is not me speculating. This has come from Monolith's head himself, Tetsuya Takahashi, saying Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 are all part of a joint narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Going forward, it is going to be a new stage, a new set. So, in theory, that's it. That's all in which we'll see from Shulk, Rex, and all the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a goddamn shame, because I love all these characters.
Yeah.
Because they're all charming in their own little way.
But like they said, move on, move to the next future generation, and who knows, maybe the next series of games will focus on the new generation, but in different story beats and stuff.
Maybe, and I like how, what I've just said, the last thing we see of Rex and Shulk and Alvis is them walking away and vanishing pretty much. And not only that, the aspect of once Shulk and Rex are gone, everything they left behind, the world included, Colony 9, Prison Island, Tantel, it all got destroyed, and that's what makes the Aretha Sea. Like where Origin is now, it's where Colony 9 once stood.
Man, that's deep when you think about it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something else I won't go into, but yeah. And you know what? I feel like that's a good point to mention. The world didn't vanish until Shulk and Rex disappeared. So I feel like this Monolith knows that it is the characters that make Xenoblade. Shulk is the poster boy in my opinion. Rex was the charm that gave Xenoblade a bit of a spring step once it came onto the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else had a fantastic role. But yeah, it is a terrific send-off. Now, if I were to do a little nitpicks, I do feel like there was little to no point in there being fog beasts. Like,
even with Alpha being kind of like a fog beast or fog king in of himself.
But regarding the narrative, I don't feel like it applies really. Because I feel like going by the computer directive, Alvis was just following protocol pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like there needed to be a Fog King aspect in there. I feel like it was just additions, a tie-in to Future Connected for the sake of tying it in. But at the same time, it does leave a bad taste in your mouth regarding Future Connected's ending. Because, yeah, you killed the Fog King, but you don't really kill him. He's back. And I feel like what really affects that, or emphasizes that, is that there's literally nothing. There's no fanfare, there's no cutscene, there's no flavor text, there's no explanation of Fog King's back. Especially from Shulk, because why else would they be there? But aside from that, it's weird, dude. I've seen some people not like Niall.
Really?
Yeah. How she's one note. Or how she accuses Matthew of living in a fantasy land, but yet she's kind of living in one. That creates the conflict.
I haven't seen any of that, but then again, I've been avoiding the internet like a plague, so I don't know how people feel about things.
I've seen a few bits and pieces. Oh boy. Well, again, the best way I can describe Future Redeemed is a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn send-off. Is there anything you want to add to the game itself?
Not that I could think of, really.
Right, well...
But just you watch me stew on things for a few days, and I'll have, like, paragraphs upon paragraphs to talk about, just like Xenoblade 3 base game.
If you do, please make note of them, because I would love to do a video with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being serious. There's been so many video ideas that I've wanted to do about Xenoblade 3, but I've been stewing on them because I don't know what Future Redeemed was going to do. Was it going to explain some things? Was it going to add more context, more detail? I didn't know.
Yeah, the ending kind of, like, destroyed me, so I can't really say I can think straight, really. I don't know.
Well, if of one thing, I'm going to try not to go on a massive tirade or a massive rant or ramble on like I sometimes do, but I just want to leave the video off here. At the very top of this Let's Play, I spoke about how far Xenoblade has come when the original was released and, you know, up until now. Let's go back a bit further. And I love how it's tied into the ending narrative of the entire Xenoblade franchise. I know some people might know this, but for those of you who don't, Monolith Soft began their intrepid journeys with back at Square Enix back in the late 90s. They did a game called Xenogears, a game for the PS1 that was released in Japan and America. Europe never got it, so I missed out on that one. You Americans got lucky. We, at the time of recording, have not finished Xenogears, but already we can tell it was a great game for the time. It was way ahead of its time. But it was obscure and it didn't sell very well. Long story short, Xenogears was meant to have a lot more games tied to that storyline, tied to that franchise. Square Enix said no. They shut them down on that idea. Fast forward to the early 2000s, Monolith Soft got bought by Namco Bandai. And this is when they actually began to be called Monolith Soft. So yeah, they released Xenosaga 1 for the PlayStation 2. Once again in Japan and America. Intriguing premise. You could definitely tell it was a game of its time. Not as groundbreaking as Xenogears, in my honest opinion, but a solid and charming game nonetheless. But you could definitely tell it suffered from first game and possibly first console game syndrome.
Yeah, this is just Xenosaga 1. We've only played it so far, but we like Gears better than Xenosaga 1. But 2 and 3 could be better.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, whereas Xenogears had plenty of years ahead of it to actually get to terms with the PlayStation, Xenosaga pretty much not. Again, throughout the subsequent years, Xenosaga would release Xenosaga 2 and Xenosaga 3. A trilogy. But Europe only got the second game. So they expected an entire different region to get into the midpoint of the trilogy and the game not doing well. And from all accounts, and again, I can't say for a fact if it's good or bad, but the word going around is that Xenosaga 2 is objectively the worst one of the trilogy. And yet they were complaining that it sold the least and did poorly. Again, hindsight's 2020, think about that. But even though the series released 3 games and a bunch of other spin-offs tied to God knows what, Flash games, mobile games, and anime. So it had a lot of effort put into it. But 3 games in the original plan was not enough. Tetsuya wanted to do more with Xenosaga as a series. Once again, they got shut down. Afterwards, they got bought by Nintendo. And the rest, as they say, is history. Why am I going on a history lesson? Because of one fact, and the one thing that's been prominent throughout Xenoblade 3 and Future Redeemed especially, the ending. You couldn't get it right the first time. But what do? In Matthew's words, you go back, you figure out what didn't work, and you move forward. That's what they did. Learning from Gears, learning from Saga, and moving forward, and still learning even with Xenoblade. And now look. Xenoblade Chronicles is one of the biggest JRPG names around. Monolith has become one of Nintendo's go-tos. they end Nintendo Directs now. They help out with AAA games, the top tier of Nintendo's libraries.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, Splatoon, Skyward Sword, A Link Between Worlds. They've done all this and much more. Meanwhile, Monolith has always had one person in charge. Well, I wouldn't say one, but the same person. You keep on learning from your mistakes. And somehow, and I might be speculating, I might be spitballing, I might be overanalyzing, but I would like to think Klaus is an embodiment of that.
Mm-hmm.
Klaus makes one world. It didn't work. Klaus makes a second world. It didn't work. But this whole new idea, it works. Gears and Saga, I'd like to feel like are those two separate worlds. But that's just me.
If that radio doesn't say anything, I don't know what does.
Yeah, let's talk about that, please.
Yeah.
For the longest time,
I'd like to think it's a tie-in, but it's probably logically just an Easter egg.
Well, here's the thing. It might honestly be, but... And this is something. Recently, news reports have come out that Namco Bandai is working with Nintendo on a project. And this is recent news. And here's the thing. Despite what people may think, Namco still own the rights to Xenosaga. So that logo which we saw on the radio, I don't feel like that was for fluff. Now granted, yes, Xenoblade 2 has delved into Xenosaga in the past with Cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Whether it's an Easter egg or not, it makes me happy knowing that Xenosaga and Xenoblade X is in the mindset.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about X, really. Let's just go over that briefly. Xenoblade X, released on the Wii U. It's the Wii U. Already a noose around its neck. And this was a different team compared to the one that worked on the original Xenoblade Chronicles. And boy, howdy, can you tell it's a different team, because I'll just be blunt, I will be honest. Xenoblade X is a good idea. It has the potential to be a massive, explorative, and interesting game. But my God, is it not the most unuser-friendly game I've ever played in my life?
It's the Dark Souls of Xenoblade.
It is the black sheep of the franchise. It has so much going against it. A less than stellar narrative. Simplistic one, to be kind. It has charming characters, but too much fluff, and too many things that are just woefully, if not just flat out ignored, never mind explained.
Yeah, it left off on a cliffhanger, and it's been 7 years since we've heard anything about it.
Yeah, so long story short, a lot of people think X would not get another chance. Like, they wouldn't even touch it. In recent years, things have been ported to the Switch and think, oh great, we might get something else for it. And yet it's still one of the games that have been left to die on that console.
With the eShop shut down, does that mean it lost its chance? Or can Monolith still do it if they want to?
They can still port it. They have the source code.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, long story short, Monolith has been on a journey. And we have too. Making these videos has just been awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
But now here's the thing. We're all Xenoblade out at this point. There are still things in this game which we still haven't done. Still haven't killed all of these super bosses. Have not completed the community, but that comes later.
We get to roam around with Niall. I kind of like that.
Me too. and unlock a 7th party member, so yay! But, yeah, we still have things to do, as well as in the base game as well.
Yeah.
We have super bosses to kill, and we won't stop there. And of course, we are going to stream the rest of that challenge area, because I love it to bits. But, yeah. In short, man, Xenoblade Chronicles, it is my fave franchise of all time.
Yeah, same here.
They each hold something special. I'll just say this. Monolith, or I should say Tetsuya Takahashi, because he's the one who's been writing all this stuff. Congratulations. And well done. I'm really happy that you finally got to see a game series through.
Yeah.
That you finally got to tell a story in full. And I look forward to whatever Monolith has planned next. A new Xenoblade game that's completely set in a new universe, or even this new world in which we're seeing right now. A return to Xenoblade X. A resurgence of Xenosaga.
Or Gears, even, if we can hope.
Yeah, maybe. But either way, I feel like Monolith is the studio in which I feel like can produce excellent stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they do too. Because recently, Monolith has announced they are raising everyone who works in that company's salary.
Much deserved.
Yeah, definitely. Who'd have thought? You make good games with passion, the results show for it.
I'm glad I live in an era where Xenoblade exists.
Me too. Now, Xenoblade, I think it's time we said goodbye. Never thought I'd hear that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. It's time we close the book.
Of the Klaus saga.
Yeah. If another Xenoblade game comes out, then you bet your ass we'll be back here behind the mic.
Yep.
Then again, before I ramble on, I'm sorry. I'm just going to close this out here with one final statement. You guys watching the channel, whether you've been here from the start of this Xenoblade 3 Let's Play, the start of the Future Redeemed Let's Play, the start of our 2 Let's Play, my god, just going back years.
Even the start of our Breath of the Wild Let's Play, which was 5 years ago.
Yep. I've said this numerous times on various videos, but I still say it every single time because I mean it. 1 viewer, 10, 100, 1 subscriber, 10 subscribers, you get the idea. We appreciate every single goddamn one of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's corny, it's cheesy, but it's honestly how I feel. You guys are watching a husband and wife who grew up and bonded, got through hard times, and through heartbreak through Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm. Even married to Xenoblade-related things.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys just listening to 2 nerds gush over Xenoblade and be stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but you guys you like watching it. Whether it's Let's Plays, a news video, or anything else.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. So, for however long you guys been watching us, thank you. Thanks for being on this Xenoblade 3 journey with us. No, scratch that. Thanks for being on this Xenoblade journey with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, guys, once again, we're not finished with this series. We've still got a couple of episodes to go. Until then, I've been Lightning.
I'm Alice.
And this has been Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. We'll see you next time. Now let's go to the future. I love you.
Love you.